Thokozani everyone, and ngithi thokozani because ngibulisa amadlozi akho, abobaba omkhulu nabogogo omkhulu bakho, your cousins that have passed on, and I'm also greeting, your sisters and brothers that have passed on and basebenza, or they are walking with you in life just like an angel. So yes, guys, today I'm actually going to share knowledge or wisdom about Abalozi. What is Abalozi and umoya, So Abalozi, those spirits are overwhelming spirits, you know. Usually they say Abalozi are like, they go hand in hand with birds, they go hand in hand with nature, because I understand Uguti, because of Abalozi, they are interlinked with birds. Birds live in nature, they don't live in houses. So you find them in rivers, you find them in mountains, you find them anywhere around nature. Even when you go outside of your house, you hear birds, because there is nature. There are trees everywhere you go. So those are Abalozi. Abalozi spirits are also, when you get those voices that you hear through your ears, and they give you a certain message about something or someone or about you, or they can even go as far as guide you as to how you should heal a particular person who maybe wants help from you and you haven't initiated, but you find that Abalozi Bako, like, they can guide you as to mix this and that and that, And Abalozi do not only come when you are awake, they can also come through your dreams, And what I'm trying to actually say is that you find yourself maybe sleeping and you hear a voice of maybe ugogo or ubabamkulu, or even a younger child giving you a message about something or someone, through a dream. Abalozi can also be found when you let me say, you can also feed Abalozi by going through to the mountains, to pray, because you find people who can actually interpret the sounds that the birds are actually saying to each other or are saying to you, and I feel hore, we usually say that there are people who are born or chosen to go and initiate, and you find that they are bless me, there are also people who don't go for initiation. But what we tend to miss is that we all need guidance as to how to walk the spiritual path. Whether we like it or we don't, we need someone to guide us. Even through our videos, it can be a lesson to you and it can give you guidance of some sort. So Abalozi, again, they are interlinked with prayer. They're interlinked with nature. So they love when you go out, wilo konzwa or wilo rapela, go tabeng to pray there. They also love it when you go through to the rivers and you go waterfalls, and sometimes they can go as far as just wanting you to go just to a park, and obviously at a park there are trees, and it's just that soothing feeling, when you're in the presence of being in a park. Abalozi, again, can be so overwhelming to us in a sense whereby, sometimes you've got backlog of too many messages, or maybe when your third eye is a bit blocked and you've got so many information that needs to get through to you, or you've got so many people that you need to help, but you find that you are not doing it. They tend to be so overwhelming, to a point where you might even feel like, oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind, I'm going crazy because I hear voices, and I'm not saying that every time when you hear voices it means you have Abalozi. I'm not saying that, but you need to learn to know whether you are a spiritually gifted person or not. Abalozi can also be found. There are people who are also gifted in such a way that not everyone who's a traditional healer or everyone who has umoya of seeing visions and dreams has abalozi. Abalozi, I don't know what should I say. They choose who they want to choose, and I guess it goes by the root of saying that we all come from different cultures and we all have different backgrounds. Hona le bale, they come from Bakhosi, and there are those people baloring, they don't have Bokhoshi ko bobona, but I'm just saying. So yes, Abalozi, they can also guide you through your daily basis, or maybe give you a certain message like, today you want to use that route. Don't. Today you have to go and meet with someone. They drop your energy levels. Abalozi, they do crazy types of things. You can be going out, to an event or anywhere, and they just drop in through your ears. They give you a particular message about a person, and you find that you don't invite them, they just come unannounced, and you just have to learn how to work with them. We also find people that we become overwhelmed by abalozi, especially when maybe litlozi la hao, le ko pele ga hao. And what I'm trying to say is that they are forward, and you are behind them. And when I'm saying you are behind them, is that maybe you are too slow to catch up, or maybe you are taking time. They are maturing, or they have matured, but you are taking your time in order for you to get where they want you to be. Abalozi can also work hand in hand with umoya, in a sense of they can, maybe when you're busy praying and you've got your candle switched on, and you can get a vision or hear a voice saying to you, you should urukise sepega se se green, or urukise kodu e green, and maybe le dobsi ya leopard, or sometimes they tell you re batla patla e so, and they even show you a vision, because sometimes abalozi, they work in that way. They work through your ears and they work through your eyes. Again, guys, I also want to share hore, speak, it's so important for you to follow your dreams, because some people, through your dreams, you actually get a message, or watwasa through your dreams, but you're not even aware. But once that's a different. We can start from white, but the minute they say, yeah, you have to urukise red, it does not mean you have to close up that glossy of going uberikisa the white sepega. You just have to learn hore. You need to learn to use umoya, and umoya is like using that spirit that says to you that today I feel like using speka green. You just go and fetch that speaker, because you don't know what is that season for, or what is that purpose for you to pray with that particular speaker. And guys, this is an NB. You need hore ho bana le speaker o se ise ba se rapelle ba se blesse, because it's so important for you to you don't just get sepega and you just wear it just like that. It needs to be blessed, and there are different types of people who bless sepega. You can find maybe a traditional healer who has also who works high too, like unale moya and unale bungaga, and they can bless it for you, because you must remember there are different types of gift inside of each and every one of us. Again, there's also that root where maybe ke re nna ke fetisitswe semoya, and if it is semoya, there's a certain way that they taught me how to bless speaker. So it's so important, because you need to be also linked with speaker. So how speaker and you're still feeling the same way when you are not even wearing speaker, when you're praying. You need to feel the difference. Abalozi also can give you a guide as to which type of candle they want you to use. Take heed. Don't ignore. Open your ears. Stick to prayer even when you're busy or whatever, but seek to know the right path in which you should walk in, because I feel that we lose our footprints as to what type of gifts we have. You see people and you think fashion as a fashion, all types, every one of us, we have all types and different types of gifts and requirements as to how you should heal a person. Because remember, we can all go through initiation, but the end result of how you help people might be different. So yes, that is how Abalozi basebenza ngakhona, hand in hand with umoya. You can also find a traditional healer who's a traditional healer and who gets dreams only but doesn't have visions or doesn't even have Abalozi. That's just how it is. It's just a natural selection of life. But I felt that we need to be schooled about these types of spirits because, Abalozi can trigger your anxiety, take it from number 1 to 10, especially when there's a full moon. When there's a full moon, guys, a lot of things happen. Transformation happens. Sometimes they want to take you from a level of spirituality from 1 or from 5 to 15. And you need to learn to strike a balance and know when is the right time actually because I feel a lot of people, we have this thing but we don't take care of umoya, and umoya wa tlhomphiwa, moya wa jisiwa. And how do you feed your spirit of umoya is through prayer, is through fasting. That is how you grow umoya wako. You need to take care of moya wa how. Don't find yourself ukwata. I know it's life, we have challenges, we go through tests of life, but learn to bring yourself back and remember and understand that now it's my time to pray and I need to block my mind and actually focus on what I'm doing now. I get back to what I was thinking about before I got into prayer. Moya wa tlhomphiwa. Moya wa tlhomphiwa. There are things that we share about umoya and there are things that we don't. Just like being a traditional healer. Hona le koma for each and every spiritual gift that we have. Hona le melao mthethwa olon refiwa ona every time when you have a spiritual gift. Sometimes they guide you and tell you how you need to bofa dithapo tsetsamo, metlamo, le mo maotong. You need someone to guide you through that, or sometimes they show you even what type of wool do they want you to actually wear. But also that you have to pray for it. So guys, thank you so much for taking your time and listening to the wisdom that I was giving you, coming from Abubaba Mkhulu Nabogogo Mkhulu Bami, and obviously mangolo ya ko gae a ntsamaisang. Ke rato leboga haholo, and I am saying to you, hore, don't forget who you are and don't try and camouflage your gift and want to take someone's gift and make it your own or turn your gift into someone else's gift. We can never walk in the same path. That's just how it is. Also, take heed and follow your dreams. When you are given certain messages, write them down. If you don't believe in writing them down, but learn to remember that I had a dream of a certain thing and it's a spiritual, gift. or it's a spiritual message, that I was given. Maybe it's got to do le taba ya gore when you pray you need to wear your doek, and cover your crown, because it's so important for you to cover your crown, especially when you pray. Guys, until we meet again, this is Gok Mahlodi in Goyama Balabala. Be sure to like, subscribe, and do follow your girl on Instagram, Mkay Soul Therapy 9. Tokozani.